Test, test. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lexus Velodrome. We're so happy you're here with us in-house or watching at home. We've got a great night of racing as Saturday Night Rumble number 77 gets underway. That means that since we've opened in January of 2018, we have put on 76 of these Saturday Night Rumbles, not to mention a whole bunch of other racing, including our Mad Track Winter 6 Series that we had in completion last year for the first time. And this year we start next week with Oktoberfest. 2 days of racing that will be spectacular. So if you're sitting at home right now, make sure you mark your calendar to come on down next weekend. It's going to be a great night. We want to start out by thanking our sponsors, Meade Lexus of Lakeside, Meade Lexus of Southfield, and Germain Lexus of Ann Arbor. We want to thank AAA for supporting our youth program, the Downtown Ferndale Bike Shop, Iconic Tattoo and Piercing, CompuMark, Clever Signs, I Love Gravel Racing, and a whole bunch of people that have put their name up on our boards, including the Wellen Company of Savannah, Georgia, so you too can be part of the action here, no matter where you're watching from. As we get underway, I'm going to turn it over in a minute to the best bike race announcer in the world, but I just want to remind you that all of this is owned and operated by the Detroit Fitness Foundation, a 501c3 dedicated to providing programming for seniors and youth in our community. So go to DetroitFitnessFoundation.com, click donate, and give us a donation. I'm going to introduce right now the guy that's going to explain everything to you in the next 2 hours of madness out here. The best bike race announcer in the world, John Walden Hughes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lexus Velodrome. This is Saturday Night Rumble number 77. That's right, 77 race nights here in downtown Detroit at the only facility like it in the world. We're going to get underway. We got our state championships for the elimination race going down tonight, along with a nice Madison. I got a couple scratch races to start it off. Right now, we're going to start off with our first semi-pro B scratch race. It's going to be a 20-lap, 2-mile race. Up front, we have Julian Jankowski. Next up, that's Brian Love. Behind him, Jordan Khalil Kariga. 66, Everett Jankowski. Next up, Ron Gaynor. Right behind him, John Kosnak. And at the back, Gavin McPherson. All right, riders, I think this is the first mass start race for Gavin. Let's see what happens here. Good to see Brian back out here at the Lexus Velodrome. We're going to get our official rules from our head official, Luke Cavanagh. Get underway with Saturday Night Rumble number 77.
All right, riders, this is your 20-lap scratch race. If you're all together when you come around, you'll hear a bell. Don't overlap wheels. Make sure you're shoulder checking before you swing up the track or come down. All right, riders ready? Roll.
All right, and they're rolling. If they're all together, there's going to be 20 to go. On the front, Julian Jankowski. McPherson leading up the back. You got to get together, riders. You got to get together. The race has not started. The race has not started. Jankowski pulls off the front. All right, and there we go. The race is on. On the front, Everett Jankowski pulls up. Now Gaynor leading the group out. Gaynor checks his shoulder, moves up the track. Brian Love up at the blue line, looking for a spot to go, having to go up way high up and over Gaynor on the front. Jankowski, McPherson at the back, holding onto that wheel. 18 to go, 18 to go. If you're watching at home, let us know where you're watching from. This is the Lexus Velodrome. So for all these juniors out here like Jordan Khalil Kariga, Everett, Julian Jankowski, and Gavin McPherson, everything under 18, free for these riders in the gear. We get them out there riding on the track, coach them. We took 3 of those riders on the track to the Junior National Championships out the JB Velodrome out in Washington State. Out of that, along with some other juniors, we took home I think 5 national titles, 2 national records, all out of Detroit. As Ron Gaynor making a move with Julian Jankowski. We got 2 off the front. Gaynor sits up, chasing him down, Everett and Jordan. Gavin, John, and Brian trying to get on that wheel with 14 to go, 14 to go. Jankowski pulls up. Let's keep it going. Let's make some noise for Gavin. Let's go, Gavin. Pedal, pedal, pedal all the way up there. Gavin's out of the saddle. He's got to close down that gap. He knows how important it is to be on the wheel. Jordan Khalil Kariga sitting up on the front. Brian Love rolling off the front. Julian Jankowski with him. We got 3 juniors with Love. John Kosnak trying to close down that gap. He's making a move here. These juniors taking short pulls. They got to start working if they want to stay away. 12 to go, 12 laps to go when they come around. 11 when they come around. Just under 2,000 meters, just under 2,000 meters. Keep pedaling. Don't give up, Gavin. Let's go all the way. Go, 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 go. Look at that. Junior Slice making it work out there. Gavin McPherson working hard. They're sitting up, Gavin. Just don't give up. See if Timbo Slice has any words of encouragement for him. I don't see him around. Tim's just on the trainer. 4 off the front. John's about to close down that gap. Keep it going, Gavin. They're sitting up. You got it. Can't give up. It's bike racing, baby. You got to hurt till it's over. Hurt the whole time. People are like, why do you do this? It's just painful and not very much fun. That's why we do it. Because it's painful and not very much fun. Until it's over, and then you're like, man, I can't believe I did that. How sweet. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. And then the day after that. Something wrong with bike riders, but it's all cool. All right, Gavin. Gavin, sit up and let him jump back in with them. Sit up, get up to the blue line, sit up. All right, Brian Love pushing the pace, going up and over. All right, Gavin, here they come. Try to sit up. We got 1,000 meters to go. 1,000 meters to go. First race of the night. Chase him down, Gavin. Go, 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 go. McPherson working hard out there. Love pulls up. We got 4 off the front. John Kosnak just off the back. Khalil Kariga holding the line. 4 to go, 4 laps to go, 4 laps to go. Is somebody going to make the move? What's going on here? Jordan Khalil Kariga just sitting out there in the wind. So is Brian Love. 3 to go, 500 meters to go, 500 meters to go. Khalil Kariga matching the speed of Love. Love starts accelerating, sits back up. I think Everett Jankowski's in the best position here. 2 to go, 2 to go. Everett Jankowski, can he get up and over? Jordan Khalil Kariga out of the saddle. Here we go, 1 to go, 1 to go. Here's the bell. 1 to go, 1 to go. Khalil Kariga on the front. Can Everett, hold your line, Gavin, there you go. Can Everett close down that gap? Everett Jankowski on the pedals all the way to the line. Jordan Khalil Kariga thought he had it. Everett Jankowski making a move. Brian Love in 3rd. Julian Jankowski in 4th. Sitting in the wind too long. Thought he had it, sat up, and guess what? You get caught. Let's make some noise for all those riders, especially the juniors. Put your hands together.
Next
Zach Kovalchuk is watching. What's up, Zach? We'll see Zach next week. He's taking a flight in here to Detroit. Making that trip all the way from, I always forget, Zach. Is it Washington? I don't know. Raymond Yes Valentin. Hey, Raymond. All the way from Puerto Rico. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Track racing in Puerto Rico.
Everett Jankowski. Whoa. Congratulations. Nice W. Did you plan that?
No.
No. Have you been training hard?
Yeah.
All right. Training plays off. You get a W. Good job. We'll see you later. Let's hear it for Everett Jankowski.
All right. Now we're going to get into our semi-pro A scratch race. It's going to be a little bit longer, 30 laps. Got a pretty strong field here of local riders. Rocco Rulin on the front. Nick Lawton with the big jump, sitting in second. Roger Big Watts win in third place. Ripping his handlebars apart recently. So much power there. Next up, we got Craig. Craig's Coffee. Craig Battori. First race back after incident at the state championship road race. Next up, Timbo Slice. Tim Bober out there. He was riding the rollers when his nephew needed some cheering, but it's all right, Timbo. We forgive you. Next up, we got Brian Jankowski. His son just won the last race. Mike Hartrick. Hartrick looking fast. Blake Beto. Nothing really to say about Blake at this moment. We'll see what he can do tonight. Next up, the always great Dave Hicken. Then we've got the man behind Mogo, Derek the Savage. And our lone junior in the field, Cameron Coleman. And at the back, he's got probably more first place wins than all those guys out there, but formerly Mr. Second Place, Martin Vecchio. We're waiting on our head official here to give the riders the last minute instructions. Leonardo Gianola watching from Royal Oak, Michigan. Connell Alford. What's up, Connell? How's Syracuse doing? If you get tired of running, you can always come back to the Lexus Velodrome at any point. All right, here's Luke Cavender.
All right, riders, this is your 30-lap scratch race. If y'all come around together, you'll hear a bell to start the race. Don't overlap wheels. Make sure you're shoulder checking. Riders ready? Roll.
All right, and our scratch race getting underway. Rocco Rulin at the front. Nick Lawton now taking over front position on the track. Most of these riders got 3 races tonight, along with some match sprints. Craig Battori on the front. Craig's Coffee had their 1-year anniversary, 412 Peterborough. Craig's Coffee. You can probably buy it online. I don't know. Oh, Tim Bober doesn't even want to take a poll. Come on, Timbo. Timbo Slice pulls up. Now Battori to the front. Now taking over. Jankowski. Beto pulls up. Hicken to the red line. He's like taking over Savage. Savage like he's chasing down someone who didn't pay for their Mogo on the pedals. Now Martin Vecchio. Vecchio, one of the most aero riders out there. You got to watch out because it doesn't give you much draft. Kind of a bummer. Ryan Jastrab watching. What's up, Ryan Jastrab? Oh, we know. And Erica rooting for Martin out there. When's the first move going to go? Here's Craig Battori. Battori setting that tempo on the front of the track. Beto pulls up. Hicken pulls up. Small bunch up at the front of the pack. Everyone looking for a wheel. Battori looking for a wheel at the back. Savage checks the shoulder. Martin Vecchio pulls up. Now Nick Lawton. They got 22 laps to go. 22 to go. Cameron Coleman, first time we've seen him on the front of the pack. Coleman's got a big jump. A sprinter working on his endurance. Kind of in between on what Cameron's strengths are going to be. Is it going to be an endurance rider or a sprinter? Now rolling off the front is Beto. Blake Beto looks up. He sees he's got a gap. Is he going to go for it? Craig Vittori chasing him down. Beto and Vittori, both teammates on the road. But there's no collusion on the track. Our team motto is chase them down if they're going. And we got a small split in the field. Small split in the field. Beto on the front with 19 to go. As Vittori closing down that gap, and they're back together. Group is back together. Vittori pulls up, no shoulder check there. Hey, and we got the lightning coming in. As Martin Vecchio makes a move. Vecchio pushing the pedals. Is Nick Lawton going to go with him? Lawton checks back. Cameron Coleman looking for a wheel to jump on as Derek Savage takes the front of the track. Shoulder check pulls up now. Timbo Slice, Tim Bober. Bober says, let's make him hurt. Him and Mike Hartrick can make a move. Oh, and he pulls up. No one wants to be on the front for too long. When you're on the front, you're doing a lot more work. 15 to go, riders, 15 to go. Jankowski pulls up. Martin Vecchio shoulder checks. He pulls up. Cameron Coleman pulls through. Nick Lawton back to the front. Nick Lawton back to the front. Savage pulls up. Bober now to the front of the pack. Hartrick with the short pull as Craig Vittori picks it up. Vittori now trying to make a move. We got a small gap opening up. Let's see what happens here. Nick Lawton's got a jump. Can he close down that gap? And it looks like he will. Vittori fills in that gap. Bober and Hartrick chasing on. Whoa, make sure you're shoulder checking, riders. Jankowski following the wheel of Vecchio. Bober pulls off the front onto the wheel of Nick Lawton. These guys are really getting tactical out there. Let's go, Savage. They're sitting up. Savage, you got it. Jankowski pulls up. Coleman pulls up. Vittori pulls up. Calm before the storm. 9 to go. 9 laps to go. Seven when they come around. 7 laps to go when they come around. Jankowski checking his shoulder. Cameron Coleman checking his shoulder. Martin Vecchio, Tim Bober. Cameron Coleman thought we were going to see a move there. Martin Vecchio to the front. They got 1,000 meters to go. 1,000 meters to go at the line. 1,000 meters to go. 6 laps to go in this first race of the night for our semi-pro A riders. And Mike Hartrick. Hartrick out of the saddle. Hartrick has got the endurance to stay away. Are they going to let him go for 5 laps? Can Mike Hartrick stay away? Mike Hartrick making a move off the front. Ballsy move by Hartrick. No one wants to chase. No one wants to chase. Mike Hartrick going off the front. Are they going to let him have first place? Somebody's got to make the move. 4 to go. 4 to go. Mike Hartrick rolling off the front. Who's going to make that attack? Oh, and we know the name. Timbo Slice. Can he close it down? 500 meters to go. Can they catch Mike Hartrick? Hartrick off the front. Mike Hartrick racing away. Timbo Slice chasing him down. He's going to see 2 to go. Show the pack if you can. Show the pack. Timbo Slice about to overtake Hartrick. Here we go. Can Timbo Slice stay away? Up and over. Hartrick made that move. Now Tim Bober's got to go. Craig Vittori on the pedals. 1 to go. 1 to go. Is Coleman going to jump? Cameron Coleman needs to go now. Tim Bober on the front. Bober's going to take the win. Who's going to take second? Here we go. They're sprinting it out. Vittori and Coleman side by side. It's going to be, oh, Coleman, Vittori, Vecchio, Beto, Jankowski, Hartrick, Lawton. What a great race out there. Timbo Slice chasing him down. Taking the win, Cameron Coleman getting that second place finish there. Craig Vittori taking third.
It's what?
What are those? Is that drippings?
Yes.
Oh, the Bibics. One of my favorite cycling families out there. What's up, David Bibic? Say what up to the champ for me.
Oh.
Oh, when it was so hot.
I hope your younger son's still doing those wheelies. Still a wheelie kid. All right, now we're going to get into our elimination races.
Tim Bober. Nice race out there. Way to go. How'd that feel?
That was hard. More effort than I wanted to. It's not the scratch race state championship tonight. It's the elimination. So
Yeah, you got to come back and try to do that again.
yeah,
Did you think about that?
I did. I tried so hard. I never got on the front. I just couldn't resist.
You tried to lose, but you couldn't. You did a good job winning, though. Thank you for giving us some excitement out there. Good example for your nephew. Yay, Tim Bober.
And Tim Bober with another win in the scratch race. We all knew Tim couldn't hold it back. He had to go for it. Tim Bober. Now we're getting into our first elimination. Hey, Chris, do you want to come up here? Christine, do you want to come up here? First elimination race. This is the state championship. Winner of this race will be the state champion for the elimination B group. I don't know how we're going to break it down into different categories. Is there going to be I don't know. I'll let the officials figure that out. That's why Luke Cavender has on a football jersey, football ref jersey. He's a line judge.
We're just waiting on the scoring. As soon as we get that going, we'll be sending this race off.
Blake Beto getting love all the way from Puerto Rico from Raymond Yevs, Valentin. Tim Bober getting love from Windsor, Josh O'Neill. Don't ever change, Tim. Don't ever change. I agree, Josh. All right, Josh, you got to get back out here, though, so you can make Tim hurt a little more.
All right, riders, we got everything figured out. So this is your state championship elimination race. If you're all together when you come around, you got 5 laps to go. If there is a bell, we are pulling. If there is no bell, that means we are not pulling. When we get down to 2 riders, you'll have 2 laps to go. Riders ready? Roll.
All right, they're rolling. This is the elimination. And I'm not going to announce all the eliminations because I'm going to go race the next one. The way this goes, these riders get 5 laps to get ready, 5 laps to get comfortable on the track. With 1 to go, we're going to ring the bell. When we ring the bell, we're going to pull a rider out. We're going to pull out the last place rider. That's going to happen every other lap until we're down to the final 2 riders. When we're down to the final 2 riders, it'll be an all-out match sprint, a 2-lap match sprint. All right, 3 laps till the bell, or 3 laps to the first pole. 3 laps to the first pole. Ron Gaynor on the front. On his hip, Julian Jankowski. Jankowski won that last race. Right behind him, Jordan Khalil Kariga. Underneath, John Kosnak. Sitting in the draft down low. Julian Jankowski and Gavin McPherson. I think this is his first elimination race. All right, Gavin, try to move up. We got one to go, one to go. Look at that, McPherson on a 650 bike. Got a smaller wheel than the rest of them, out there fighting it out with them. All the way, pushing it. We're pulling on this lap. Last wheel's getting pulled out. Eyes up, riders. Oh, and it's going to be Brian Love. Brian Love, you are eliminated. Brian Love. Gavin using those small wheels to fit right in there. Eyes up, riders. Eyes up. Still at the back, watching the back of the pack. Julian Jankowski at the back. He needs to get up and over. John Kosnak in that dangerous spot. He checks his shoulder. Gavin McPherson trying to get over Khalil Kariga. I don't know if he's got enough jump. There's not enough time, and it's going to be, oh, Gavin McPherson, you are eliminated. Give it up for Gavin, his first elimination race. Not bad at all. Lexus Velodrome is 15-degree banking in the straightaways, 50-degree banking in the turns. We got 3 across. Kosnak looking for a place to get out. John Kosnak looking for somewhere to go. There's nowhere to go. Julian Jankowski up and over, and it's going to be Kosnak. John Kosnak, you are eliminated. And we're down to 4 riders, Ron Gaynor just off the back. Can Gaynor close down that gap? It's going to be the rider off the back, Gaynor pushing it all the way to the line. And it's going to be Gaynor, Ron Gaynor, you are eliminated. And we're down to 3 riders, Try that. Let's see if Julian Jankowski can get up and over. Khalil Kariga making a move over Everett Jankowski. Julian pushing it. They're shoulder to shoulder. Julian trying to get over the top, and it's going to be, oh, Julian Jankowski. Oh, I'm going to pass the mic off. Down to 2 riders.
And we've got Everett Jankowski and Jordan Kariga sprinting for the legit championship of the elimination. These two train together. They race together. And now they're competing for the state championship for the elimination. Jordan keeping a good eye on Everett. Everett trying to keep Jordan at bay. And who's going to make the move? And they both do. Everett Jankowski leading it out. Jordan Kariga sitting on that wheel. Is he going to come up and over? Is he going to stay there? He's pushing it. He's off the saddle, trying to get around. Everett Jankowski's holding him off. And it is going to be, oh, my goodness. Oh, Jordan Kariga at the line. Great racing by these 2 young juniors. Let's hear it for these young guys. Good job. Thank you, all of our racers, for the elimination. We're going to take a minute once again to thank our sponsors, Meade Lexus of Lakeside, Meade Lexus of Southfield, and Germain Lexus of Ann Arbor. Do they have some beautiful cars out there to look at and drive away in? Absolutely gorgeous. We also want to thank all the other sponsors who have joined in this effort here, owned and operated by the Detroit Fitness Foundation, a 501c3. If you give to us, you get a tax write-off. The Fitness Foundation owns the velodrome and operates it, the Lexus Velodrome. Mad Track Cycling puts on all the racing here.
All right. Thank you for that, Chris.
We got to wait
All right,
for
Jordan
John
Khalil
Hughes.
Correga, your state champion for your elimination race.
Woo!
So was that your strategy when you got down to 2 riders? Was that to take it? Do you want to take it from the back or do you want to take it from the front?
Take it from the back.
Hey, it worked out. Congratulations. Give it up for Jordan Khalil Corega, your state champion for the elimination race.
Yeah, Jordan. All right, we're waiting on our announcer to get up there. He's participating in this elimination. He wants to get some titles on his resume. We've got the Nationals coming up here in November. Racers from around the country will be here competing for a national championship, the Stars and Stripes jersey. And it is crazy fast racing. But next week is the Oktoberfest, so not only do we have good racing, but we're going to have some good beer on hand. So if you're watching at home, be sure you come on down. If you're here, come back. Bring a couple friends. Let's fill the joint. We got plenty of room. Back to our sponsors. We want to thank AAA, who has become a generous sponsor of our youth program. Everything for youth here is free. They can learn how to ride a bike. They can get into our racing program. And now John Hughes has joined the crowd. So Luke Cavender, take it away.
All right, riders. Semi-Pro A elimination race. This is for your state championship. When you come around, you'll have 5 to go. Down to 2 riders, 2 laps to go. If there's a bell, we're pulling. No bell, no pull. Don't overlap wheels. Don't make a hole. There isn't one. All right, riders ready? Roll.
All right, they're off. Right at the front right there, Rocco Rowland thrown in with the group. He's our visitor from Canada tonight. And right to begin with, Mike Hartrick gets it up and goes right to the front. Hartrick, who took a flyer on the scratch race, tried to stay ahead. He's just going to put the hammer down on this one and make everybody suffer. So the safe place in an elimination is at the front, but then you got to drag everybody around. It's kind of more fun to do it from the back. So they're going to pull a rider, and 3 to go. They're going to hear a bell, and once they hear the bell, the next lap we pull a rider. Every other lap until we get down to 2, and then we'll have a sprint finish. The youngest one in there is Cameron Coleman, our hot young junior out of Detroit. He grew up on this track. He wandered in one day. Okay, we're getting ready to pull a rider. Right now it's Derek Savage out the back there. Nick Lawton up high. Down low, Cameron Coleman kind of in a precarious position there. You can only go as fast as the rider in front of you. And this time around, it is going to be Derek Savage. You are eliminated. Derek Savage, you are eliminated. And that's 1 gone. Tim Bover kicks it in. Cameron Coleman looks around, knows he's got to get up and over. Dave Hicken in front of him. Dave Hicken down low, getting caught, boxed in. It's going to be elbow to elbow, and it is going to be Dave Hicken. You are eliminated. Dave Hicken, you are eliminated. And here we go again. Roger Wynn in the yellow in the dangerous position right there, but so is Rocco Rulin down low. It seems like you're in a great spot when you're down low on the black line. But as I keep saying, you can only go as fast as the person in front of you. And let's see who it's going to be. It's going to be Roger Wynn up at the top. Roger Wynn, you are eliminated. All right. Nick Lawton, but Nick Lawton knows how to get up and over everybody. Does Rocco Rulin know how to get out from being boxed in down low as Nick goes up high, Cameron Coleman up high. Rocco Rulin looking for someplace to go, and Rocco, you are eliminated. Rocco Rulin out of Canada, you are eliminated. Now it's John Hughes in the dangerous position. He's in the back of the field. He's got to make a hole that doesn't exist. Oh, ho! And he's fighting to get in there, elbow to elbow. Down low, Mike Hartrick down on the black line. Hughes makes his way through. Tim Bober duking it out with Mike Hartrick, and it's going to be Tim Bober. Tim Bober, you are eliminated. But you did win the scratch race, so there you go. All right, Mike Hartrick, who started out this rumble with a burst of speed, now he's got to get up and over the rest of the field. Everybody's off their saddle. They know this is it. It's getting down to crunch time here. In the back, Blake Beto looking back and saying, I'm going to be done. Blake Beto, you are eliminated. And now Mike Hartrick goes to the front again. Cameron Coleman down low. He's got to get up and over. John Hughes and Martin Vecchio duking it out in the back. Hughes trying to get over Vecchio. Vecchio now trying to get over Cameron Coleman. And they're all shoulder to shoulder. Oh, whoa, whoa, what's it going to be? And it's going to be Cameron Coleman. Cameron Coleman, you are eliminated. Cameron Coleman. At the back, once again, Martin Vecchio duking it out with John Hughes and Brian Jankowski down low on that black line. Brian Jankowski in that dangerous position. Nowhere to go, but as far as the person ahead of you, and it's going to be Martin Vecchio. You are eliminated. And I know your kids are watching at home, so I'm sorry, Tora and Lila James. All right, John Hughes looking to get up and over. Craig Vittori, Brian Jankowski, Nick Lawton, and Mike Hartner at the front. Hartrick at the front. They're trying to box out Jankowski, and they do. Brian Jankowski, you are eliminated. Down to four, down to four. That's Mike Hartrick in the front. Nick Lawton, Craig Vittori. They're off the saddle and going for it. Hughes has got to pick a hole or make one. Can he get up and over somebody? And it looks, it's going to be tight. Oh, my goodness, and it's John Hughes. John Hughes, you are eliminated. Mike Hartrick still holding on in the front. Nick Lawton and Craig Vittori. Let's see who will be standing when we get down to two, and they're going to have a sprint for this one. Lawton and Vittori duking it out. Mike Hartrick trying to stay in there. And it's going to be Mike Hartrick. Mike Hartrick, you are eliminated. And now we've got two to go for Craig Vittori and Nick Lawton. Place your bets, folks. I know who I'm betting on, but, that's not legal, so I'm not saying it. But anyway, looking good. Vittori looking around, and yeah! Winning by intimidation, Nick Lawton takes the lane. Dukes out Craig Vittori. Craig Vittori fighting hard to overcome the master, Nick Lawton. Nick Lawton wins it. Craig Vittori in second. Now, they might both be state champions in the elimination because they're in two different categories. But right now, on the track, the winner of that bike race was Nick Lawton, one of the great bike racers here at the Lexus Velodrome. Let's hear it for Nick Lawton, Craig Vittori, and that whole group of our semi-pro A racers. By the way, in this downpour, Kay Debs is still out there serving food, so if you want something, give her a call. She'll bring it in. I think Detroit is crying because our Tigers got eliminated today, but what a great season they gave us. That was fun to watch. And so is bike racing. Now we're going to have a Luke Cavender interview Nick Lawton.
Nick Lawton, the timeless wonder. I swear you get faster the older you get, and I've known you for over 20 years and raced against you for that long. How do you keep doing it?
Well, what happens is your kids grow up, and then suddenly you have more time on your hands, and then you can ride more, and then you can go faster.
Right on. Well, congratulations to Nick Lawton, your state champion elimination for the semi-pro A's.
Yay, Nick Lawton. Great job. All right, now we got our youngsters up there for a match sprint. Luke, take it away.
All right, juniors. This is a 3-lap match sprint. It's 3 laps to go right from the rail. Okay, when you come around, you'll have 2 to go. You guys can drop down to the apron if you want to, okay? All right, riders ready? Roll. 3 to go. 3 to go.
All right.
Where's
Julian
the music?
Jankowski and Gavin McPherson.
Put some music back on.
2 to go.
Hey,
A
Mike.
match- Gavin just started racing this year. Julian's been almost a pro compared to Gavin, but Julian has competed in the Nationals this summer. And they're running. Gavin off and running. Let's see how Julian responds. Julian on the saddle too, trying to take it away, and look at him go on the black line. Let's hear it for these kids racing hard out there. Julian Jankowski racing away from Gavin McPherson, and Gavin McPherson chasing him down. Congratulations to Julian Jankowski. Good job. Also to Gavin McPherson, our newest young racer to the Lexus Velodrome. If you've got somebody at home watching this and saying, I'd like to do that, bring them on down. We'll teach them for free. We'll get them bike racing. They could go to the Nationals. Amazing things happen when you start participating fully in a sport, especially a sport like cycling. Now we're going to have a match sprint between John Kosnak and Brian Love and Ron Gagnard. A 3-up.
All right, Julian Jankowski, winner of our fun little match sprint. Who are you going to give this rose to?
My mom.
That's a good answer. All right, congratulations, Julian. Go give that rose to your mom. Give it up for Julian Jankowski.
Julian Jankowski. The whole family races. Their dad, the 2 boys, and their mom started racing last year. She does the individual events.
All right, riders, this is a 3-up match sprint. 3 laps to go right from right here. When I say riders ready, roll, you go. All right, riders ready, roll.
All right. Ron Gagne, John Kosnak, and Brian Love. I think this is John's 2nd race out here. Ron and Brian have been regulars. Brian's been off for a little bit because he had to take care of a house that burned down. Yeah, that's true. Ron Gagne's been a great help to us in the Ann Arbor area, and Brian Love decides he's going to win it from the front. He takes a flyer, goes right to the front. Let's see if he can stay away from these 2. With 1 to go now, Brian Love, Ron Gagne, and John Kosnak chasing him down. But Brian Love is on his own out there. And it's going to be Brian Love first across the line. Ron Gagne's got to hold off John Kosnak, and he does. Good job out there, gentlemen. Thank you for racing. As our new 24-25 season gets underway with our first Saturday Night Rumble of the year, of the season, we're going to have a whole bunch more of these all season long. And as I said, our Oktoberfest is next weekend, our Mad Track Cycling Winter 6. We've got 1 2-day race every month until March. So we've got enough of them that you can't miss them.
All right. Oh, you. No, I don't want to.
Brian Love to the finish line.
We'll get Brian Love to come back around. All right, give it up for Brian Love, winner of that 3-up scratch or match sprint. Is this your first win here?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. So is that your plan to go early?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you took it to him. You crushed him. and you got your first win. Congratulations. Give it up for Brian Love. Looks like we got one more match sprint. All right, riders. 3-lap match sprint right from here. Don't overlap wheels. Make sure you're looking around. All right? You good, Brandon? Cool. Riders ready? Roll. 3 to go right now. 3 to go right now.
All right. We saw these two duke it out for the end of the elimination. Now this is 3 laps straight up. Jordan Khalil Carrega leading it out. Everett Jankowski. They're learning how to strategize a match sprint. There's a lot more strategy in match sprint racing than there is in, say, a scratch race, because if you can get the guy, you can win by intimidation. Let's put it that way. Jordan Carrega wearing the Michigan State Championship jersey from earlier events this season. And now it's 1 to go, and Jordan's off the saddle. Everett's trying to chase him down. Can Everett power up to him? Jordan Carrega still going strong off the saddle, and he's got that gear wound up. Everett Jankowski trying to come on strong, but it's going to be Jordan Khalil Carrega. Nice work out there, boys. Jordan to the line. He's wearing the jersey of a state champion. They're pretty sweet jerseys. We've had state championships all summer long here. Luke Cavender, take it away.
All right, Jordan. Give it up for Jordan Khalil Carrega, winner of that little match sprint. That was a good acceleration there. Was that your plan to wait a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, I asked this question earlier to somebody else. Who are you giving that rose to?
I don't know.
Well, you got to find somebody.
Okay.
All right, good answer. Give it up for Jordan Khalil Carrega.
Holy cow, listen to the rain. Crazy, man. It's noisy out there. So we're here for our main event, the Madison. We've got 6 teams in tonight's race. This is the crazy race where they hold hands for a minute and they transfer power from one racer to the other, their teammate. Luke, do you want to speak? So let me introduce you to our teams as we get them going up here at the front on the home stretch. You've seen them out there. We've seen all these racers out there tonight, but that's Brian Jankowski. Brian Jankowski. And the other half of Team Orange tonight is going to be John Hughes, who's just getting up on the track right now over in the backstretch. In the pink on the home stretch, Derek Savage, one half of Team Pink, and his other half is Craig Battori. Craig Battori, I'm going to throw in a little perk. Craig's Coffee. He celebrated his 1-year anniversary today of his new coffee shop. So Team Pink is Derek Savage and Craig Battori. Next up in the silver, making that silver jersey looking good, that's Cameron Coleman. He's a hot shot and he's a great little bike racer. His partner tonight, and he's got luck in this, is Nick Lawton, the amazing Nick Lawton. So we've got the youngster and the not-so-youngster teamed up for Team Silver. Next up, it's Team Blue. Over there on the home stretch, that's Blake Beto. His partner over here on the back stretch, Mike Hartrick. They're going to be a dynamic duo when we get back to the home stretch, and there's Dave Hicken for Team Green. Dave Hicken, one of the most superb Madison racers out there. He knows what he's doing. His partner over here is Tim Bober. Tim Bober, who raced hard in the scratch got eliminated early and regrouped to take on this race. And finally, in the yellow, always Team Yellow, it's Martin Vecchio on the home stretch and his partner tonight, Roger Wynn. A powerful team, so take it away, Luke.
All right, riders. This is your 80-lap Madison. Bells are going to be at 61, 41, 21, and 1. Points are 5, 3, 2, 1. Double points on the last sprint. Riders on the backstretch, you got to remain motionless until they complete their first lap. I'll have a singular bell to take you out of control. Riders ready? Roll.
All right, so that's 80 laps here on the 166-meter, 1/10 of a mile Lexus Velodrome, right in the heart of Detroit, under that big white dome that you always drive by. You got to come on in. We are at Mac and I-75, and this is what's going on here, not to mention roller skating, disc golf, physical fitness, learning how to ride a bike, all kinds of cool stuff happening here. We're a great venue for weddings, parties, corporate events. Check us out at lexusvelodrome.com. We have many different uses, and we've got like 30 TVs in here, so if you need video, we got it. So right now, Cameron Coleman is on the front of the field. As the riders set up, the first exchange is going to happen between Team Orange, Brian Jankowski throwing in John Hughes. A nice, gentle exchange there. Dave Hicken coming up to Tim Bober for that throw-in. Team Blue, Blake Beto coming on Mike Hartrick. And at the front of the field, Cameron Coleman throws in Nick Lawton. As this race gets underway with 76 to go, they have sprints every 20 laps. The winner of the bike race is the team with the most points. So they may win the last lap, but if they don't have enough points going into it, they're not going to win. And now the race is out of control. They can pick it up, slow it down, do whatever they want. Luke Cavender, our chief referee, has judged that everybody is doing a good job out there. In goes Brian Jankowski at the back. A gentle throw-in from his partner, John Hughes. Oh, by the way, the bar is open, the Spokeasy. Yeah, get yourself a beer, a wine, all kinds of good refreshments made by our often in-house bartender, Seth Kleinglass, who in his off time runs Sweet Bicycles. No, that's his main job, but anyhow, we got a high exchange for Team Yellow here. Team Pink goes in. Looking good out there, gentlemen. 72 to go in the bike race, 72 to go. Hughes drops in for the throw-in from Jankowski. Keep it steady, guys. Keep it steady. Always shoulder check. Oh, we also want to do a shout-out to Brent Bacher, who does some of the great photos that you see on our Facebook page and Instagram. What a great job he gets of capturing the moment of sometimes agony, sometimes defeat. Always interesting shots as the rain comes down. Woo! I'd say it's a downpour. I'm glad I'm in here. Inside the Lexus Velodrome, the weather's always great for riding. So Nick Lawton keeping a nice steady, oh, heads up. Oh, Craig Vittori cutting through Team Green. Don't do that again. That is an illegal move. A couple rules here. If you come down for an exchange, you got to make the exchange. If you have two jerseys of the same color, you are not to go through them, because they are going to be making an exchange, and that does not work. Even though we're at 65, they're going to hear a bell at 61 for the first sprint of the bike race, which might set up how it's all going to work out tonight. Cameron Coleman throws in Nick Lawton. John Hughes setting the pace out front. Hughes, Lawton for silver. Beto for blue, getting ready to throw in his partner, Hartrick. In goes Craig Vittori in pink. Team Yellow throwing in at the back of the field. And at the front, Hartrick makes a move out to the front. In goes Jankowski. He's got to chase him down. Cameron Coleman ready for the throw-in from Nick Lawton. Craig Vittori goes up and over. Cameron Coleman goes in. Mike Hartrick keeping the pressure on the front. They're going to hear the bell right about now. And it's going to be Brian Jankowski trying to get up and over Team Blue, and there he goes, coming on to his partner, John Hughes, but Cameron Coleman coming on strong. Jankowski waves off Hughes. Jankowski trying to hold on to it. It's going to be orange, silver, blue, pink, yellow, green. Jankowski waving off Hughes to hold on for that sprint, knowing that they'd lose their momentum if they made that exchange right then. So Hughes is going Jankowski on a double rotation. At the front of the field, Blake Beto keeping it going, coming up to his partner, Mike Hartrick. Vittori takes the lead. Hartrick drops down on the wheel of Vittori, and it's Hughes and Lawton. Tim Bober going to drop down on this field. They are down a lap, so the points are, I'll let you know in a minute. And we've got 5 teams together. We need neon yellow to get up there. Dave Hicken waving on his partner, Tim Bober. So it's Derek Savage in for Team Pink, as in goes Blake Beto for Team Blue. Hughes jumping in on that wheel with Nick Lawton, Tim Bober, and Martin Vecchio. Vecchio coming up is waving off his partner, Roger Wynn. Roger Wynn going, yep, that's okay with me. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Craig Vittori drops down for the throw-in from Derek Savage. And the points are Team Orange has 5, Team Silver has 3, Team Blue has 2, Team Pink has 1. Orange with 5, Silver with 3, Blue with 2, Pink with 1. And we've got another sprint coming up at 41 to go, 41 to go. Blake Beto setting the pace at the front right now for Team Blue, and he goes for Mike Hartrick. Jankowski going up and over. Roger Wynn dropping down for the throw-in from Martin Vecchio. And Cameron Coleman moves to the front. Everybody all over the place. Hold your line, riders. In goes Derek Savage for Team Pink. John Hughes looking around for his partner, Jankowski. Jankowski in a bit of traffic, but coming up to Hughes. Team Green going to have a high exchange for Team Green up there as Dave Hicken comes up to Tim Bober for the throw-in. In goes Nick Lawton for Team Silver. And at the front of the field, Martin Vecchio in for Roger Wynn. Blake Beto dropping in for the throw-in for Team Blue from Mike Hartrick. And we've got 46 to go in the bike race. 46 to go in the bike race. Everybody fighting for points here. Oh, Craig Vittori threading the needle, getting me right under John Hughes. Martin Vecchio jumps onto the wheel of Craig Vittori. They're going for the next sprint. You can see it happening right now. Nick Lawton throwing in Cameron Coleman, the hot young sprinter. Oh, Team Yellow misses their exchange, so Martin Vecchio out there in the wind. He can't go again. He's waiting for his partner. But at the front of the field, Craig Vittori putting the pressure on, coming up to his partner, Derek Savage. Blake Beto throws in Team Blue. And in go, oh, that was crazy, man. Derek Savage off the track, but he's back on it. Good thing nobody else was right on him, but it's Cameron Coleman chasing him down with Mike Hartrick in third position. In goes John Hughes for Team Orange. 42 to go. They're going to hear the bell when they come around this time. Team Pink trying to get points for its team. In goes Nick Lawton. Now Nick Lawton says, I can get those first place points. As Craig Vittori takes over from Derek Savage, and Nick Lawton goes high, up and over and around. Nick Lawton trying to get those first place points. Come on, cheer him on, everybody. And it's going to be Team Silver, Team Pink, Team Orange, Team Blue, Team Green. And Team Yellow down a lap after that terrible mix-up where Martin Vecchio and Roger Wynn missed the exchange. In an all-out sprint, when that happens, there's nothing to do but ride it out and wait for it to go around you, just about. Anyhow, Derek Savage back at the front of the field. We'll have some points for you in just a moment. The next sprint is at 21 to go. Spread out, riders. Jankowski coming down for Team Orange. Nick Lawton in for Team Silver. So we got Jankowski, Hartrick, Lawton, Wynn, Savage, and here comes Tim Bober. Tim Bober struggling, but duking it out to get up there, and we're going to have all of our teams back together again. Yeah, let's hear it for these guys. They're working hard out there. I hope you're all keeping track of it at home. So here are the points now. Team Silver has 8. Team Orange has 7. Team Pink has 4. Team Blue has 3. Team Yellow and Team Green are each down a lap. They've got a deficit of 10 points each. So right now, duking it out, silver, orange, pink, blue, anybody's bike race right there. Because we've got 2 more sprints, and there's double points on that final sprint in this final lap, final race of our Saturday Night Rumble 77. Derek Savage keeping the pace nice and steady at the front. Ready to drop in. Mike Hartrick. He's got to go up and over Brian Jankowski or wait for the drop in on Jankowski. Derek Savage pulls up. Coming up to his partner, Battori. Battori's in front of you. Savage drops into the back of the field. Jankowski pulls up. Hartrick keeps the pace going. Battori making a move up and over the top. He's going to make everybody suffer. Battori knows he's got to wear these guys out if he wants to win it. Battori with lots of that coffee pumping through the veins. Victori's going on, got it going on, and in comes Cameron Coleman with the job of chasing down Craig Battori. Tim Bober in the middle of the hunt. Now John Hughes going in for Team Orange, and Cameron Coleman reels in Craig Battori, the young junior. Not letting anybody get away from him. Learning a lesson or two from his partner and the master of Madison, Nick Lawton. So it's Derek Savage, Cameron Coleman, Tim Bober for Team Green. Team Orange, they're passing on the exchanges. Green and orange each passed. In the front goes Nick Lawton. And once again, here comes Craig Battori. Doesn't seem like he was out that long, but here he is back at it again. He just doesn't give up. He keeps the pressure on. Battori picking it up yet again, looking back and saying, okay, Lawton, I'm going to make you do some work now. Lawton just keeps the pace nice and steady. Battori drops in on his wheel. John Hughes gapping up, bridging up to his partner. High exchange for Team Orange, high exchange for Team Green. Team Yellow misses an exchange. Oh, and we got a lot of action at the front of the field, and over goes Brian Jankowski. They're hearing the bell right about now. Brian Jankowski trying to outsprint the youngster, Cameron Coleman. Cameron Coleman is trying to kick it. Can he get up and over Brian Jankowski? Jankowski looking back. You got to just look forward, and it's going to be Team Orange, Team Silver, Team Pink, Team Blue, Team Yellow, Team Green. And that's going to change the standings once again. The youngster, Coleman, trying to take on Brian Jankowski as they settle down and settle in and slow it down a little bit at the front of the field. Everybody looking for a little bit of a breather here. Jankowski making it nice and easy at the front, followed by Nick Lawton up high in the blue. That's Blake Beto, and then we've got Craig Battori in the pink. Here comes Martin Vecchio, and the points have changed. Team Orange is in the lead with 12 points. Team Silver in second with 11. We've got a 1-point difference between Team Orange and Team Silver. Team Pink has got 6. Team Blue has got 4. And we've got double points on the last sprint. So Team Pink, they could get 10 points if they win it. That'd give them 16. You can figure out the math at home. I'm not that great at it, but Everybody's got a chance here. Derek Savage now pushing it at the front of the field. Team Blue and Team Pink are the ones that have to overtake Team Orange and Team Silver. They're duking it out for second place. Hughes does another double pull as he works to get up to Team Pink and Team Blue. Cameron Coleman riding a great race out there. Team Pink makes their exchange at the front. That's Craig Vittori in. So it's Vittori, Beto, Coleman, and Hughes. Now we'll get a throw-in of Brian Jankowski. And then Nick Lawton for silver. As Dave Hicken and Roger Wynn close the gap and rejoin the field. Nice racing out there. Let's hear it for these guys. They're doing a great job. Come on, everybody. We're getting close to wrapping up our 77th Saturday Night Rumble with 10-9 to go in the bike race. 9 to go. Remember, we'll be back here next week at 7:30 on Friday and Saturday with Oktoberfest. If you think this is good, wait till you see that. In goes Cameron Coleman. In goes John Hughes. At the front, Mike Hartrick trying to hold out, trying to get in front of all these other teams so he can get some first place points. His partner, Blake Beto, now going in. Cameron Coleman keeping it tight there. In goes Vittori for Team Pink. Over them goes John Hughes. John Hughes coming up to Brian Jankowski. They're passing on that one. And in comes Nick Lawton, the formidable Nick Lawton with 6 to go in the bike race. 6 to go. Nick Lawton trying to close down that gap on Blake Beto. Team Blue has made a statement out there. They're trying to get up and away, but here comes Craig Vittori for Team Pink, trying to get on the wheel. Up and left in the front. Mike Hartrick back in again. And now, whoa. That was happening. All right. Brian Jankowski down but up. John Hughes has got to finish out the bike race on his own. As we finish it off, Team Blue still in the lead here. They're in the position to win the first place points. Is that right? Is Team Blue in the lead? Or is it Team Pink? Who's in first on the field? Team Blue is on the front, first place on the field. So Team Blue is going to pick up. Is that right, Luke? So Team Green, Team Blue, Team Silver, Team Yellow, Team Orange, and Team Pink. All right, we're going to find out how that affected things. Brian Jankowski went down in a crazy exchange. Jankowski appears to be okay. Let's hear Brian Jankowski. He's walking away from that crash. Oh, we're going to have one more race of unknown distance here. I made a mistake. I didn't. I thought that was the last race, but it wasn't.
We're still waiting on a scoring decision from that last race to figure out the winner. Yeah.
All right. The winners, Team Silver, Nick Lawton and Cameron Coleman. What a great job they did out there together.
Team Silver. Nick, the timeless wonder, and the junior, Cameron Coleman. How was it out there?
It was tough, yeah. We had a bit of a mechanical early on, but we managed to recover and stay in the race.
Yeah, I left you in the race for a little bit there, but Cameron got that fixed. What did you do, pull your wheel?
No, my seat came down.
Ah, that's never a good thing. All right, we'll give it up for Team Silver, Cameron Coleman and Nick Lawton.
Yeah, let's hear it for them. What a great job they did tonight. Woo woo. And for our final bike race, this is the one where Luke has all the power, our chief referee. Unknown distance. Take it away, Luke.
I gotta wait for my scores before I give final instructions. But this race is gonna be an unknown distance race. Only I know how long this race is gonna be. It can be as short as 10 laps. It could be as long as 40 laps. As soon as I get the okay, I will send you guys off. We are good to go. All right. The way it's going to work, like I said, I know the distance. You don't. The numbers count up. When the bell rings, it's 1 lap to go. All right. Riders ready? Roll.
All right, so we've got Rocco Rulin out of Canada, John Kosnick, Jordan Khalil Correga, Ron Gagne, Everett Jankowski, Julian Jankowski. And we're just going to mark how many laps they do go. Thank you, Brandon Carbon, for running the laps down there. Thank you to our new volunteer, Scott, for coming out. Shout out to Katie Peters, who does all of our graphics and social media and all kinds of stuff down here. Seth Kleinglass working the bar. Weston up here running the camera. All
And
right,
only
Jordan
I
Carrega.
know the distance of this race.
So they've gone for, they got to go at least 10. What we do out here is every race night, we try to make sure that every rider that comes out here gets at least 3 good races in. It's fun for them and it's fun for us to watch. So those that don't do the Madison, we've always got some racing. The Madison is just crazy, though. We're going to be on the podium in a little bit after this race is over. Stick around for a special announcement. They've gone 6. They got to do at least 10 before we hear a bell. A nice ride on a rainy night in Detroit under the Lexus Velodrome at I-75 and Mack Avenue. You can't miss us. It's that big white dome. It's fun now. It's part of the skyscrape of Detroit.
Hey, Katie.
All right. Everybody's wondering how long is this going to go after 10 because they've now done 9. 9 to go. Julian Jankowski. They're all out there like they're riding a Sunday ride. John Kosnick. We're happy to have him back. He was here for his first race a couple weeks ago. Hopefully he'll become a regular along with Brian Love, who came back after a big bit of an absence. So Rocco Rulin, he's been regularly coming over from Canada. We're happy about that. And then our youngsters, Everett, Jordan, and Julian. Those 3 went to the Nationals together out in Seattle. I think they had a good time. Part of our program to get juniors onto the racing soon, early and often. That's how you develop. You develop by racing with others in all kinds of atmospheres, at all kinds of places. Rocco Rowland going for a bet that it's going to be pretty soon that he's going to hear that bell. He's out there for a win. Rocco now setting the pace. He's left everybody behind. The youngsters are chasing him down, though. Got to give it to Rocco for picking up the pace, saying, come on, let's race out here. John Kosnick chasing down the 3 young juniors along with Ron Gagne, chasing down John Kosnick. And look at this, Jordan Khalil Carrega getting up to Rocco Rulin, making the push. And they've gone 15 laps now. Rocco Rulin now reeled in by the 2 young juniors. Ron Gagne pulling out. Julian Jankowski. All right, they got 1 to go, 1 to go. Can Rocco Rulin hold off these 2 young juniors? Rocco pushing it hard. Everett Jankowski trying to get up and over the Canadian, but he can't do it, and it's going to be Rocco Rulin with a win. Let's hear it for all of our racers in the unknown distance race. Possibly the most psychologically difficult race they could be in. Special thanks to Luke Cavender. We're going to get Rocco to the stand, and then we're going to go right to the podium. But Luke, are you going to do something there?
Yes, we will. After the interview.
I can't hear you. And don't forget to come back here next week for Oktoberfest. We're going to have beer and bike racing. What could be better?
I need all the racers over to the start-finish line. All the racers over to the start-finish line. like right now. All right, give it up for Rocco Rulin, the Canadian. Took the win in the last race. Did you want to just sit on the front the whole time? Was that your goal in that one?
No, I just wanted to get out of the pack.
Well, there you go. It worked. Congratulations. Give it up for Rocco Rulin.
Yay, Rocco.
Hey, all the racers. I need all of the racers over here right now to the start-finish line.
Racers to the start-finish line.
Stay here, Rocco. That means you. You're a racer.
All you racers, please get over to the start-finish line.
I need all the racers to start-finish line. And Dale. And Dale, I need you here too. All the racers.
Come on, guys, get over
Get over to
there.
the start-finish line.
Quickly. Bober, Beto, Coleman.
Then we're going to do podiums
Savage,
for
Vittori.
camera. Let's go.
It'll only take a minute. Come on. Hicken.
Let's go. You don't need your jerseys. I just want bodies.
What a great night of racing we had.
Dale, get over here. All right. Here, John, it's your dad. You can do the honors. Even though it's not his birthday today, but we wanted to wish him a happy birthday. So here, I'll give the mic to John and start singing a happy birthday. And we're going to do some shots afterward. Got green tea shots.
Who knows how to sing here? Here we go. Sing along.
Nobody knows how to sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dale. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, yo,
Wow, what a
yo.
gruesome
Oh, another year is eliminated.
All right.
The guy that makes it all possible here, Dale Hughes, wouldn't be the track here if it wasn't for him.
Yep. To the bar for some shots. Take a shot with Dale down at the bar. And there's a little cupcake to enjoy as well.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Remember, we're back next weekend, Friday and Saturday night for the two-day, our first two-day of the year, the Oktoberfest. It's going to be fast. We got some of the fastest juniors in the country, some of the fastest racers all flying into Detroit. Here from downtown Detroit at the Lexus Velodrome. This is Saturday Night Rumble number 77. See y'all next week. Podiums, let's go. You done? All right, let's get all of our state champions near the podium along with all of our Madison riders for the podium. Elimination and Madison podiums. My partner on the ground.
Look at that.
Ta-da! Looks like a halo. All right. Whoa, this is last call for food. Last call for food. If you want food, get on out to K-Dubs. Almost said Kristen's Tacos. Almost. Kristen's Tacos, bring it back. More tacos. Yeah. Tacos, tacos, tacos. If you want anything from K-Dubs, the food truck's last call. Bar's still open, though. So let's get our results here. All right, so we'll do our Madison. Let's see. Let's do the Madison podium. Madison podium's first. All right, coming in, and I don't know if this is correct, but I think coming in third place in the Madison, was it? Team Pink got third? Blue got third? Are you sure? You got third? But if I
You guys were going too fast. As soon as you came in, he just got like the net.
All right, in the semi-pro 80 lap, Madison from Saturday Rumble number 77. Third place with 14 points, Team Blue. Michael Hartrick and Blake Beto. Second place, making it through the spill, Team Orange, Brian Jankowski and me, John Hughes. Cheers, guys. And the winners of the semi-pro A 80 lap Madison with 17 points, barely winning, just barely beating Team Orange. Team Silver, Nick Lawton and Cameron Coleman. Nice race. Nick Lawton on the podium all night. All right. And now let's do our state championship podiums. Who got third? Third place in the elite Madison. Third place, Mike Hartrick. Mike Hartrick. Cummins in second place in the elite elimination. Craig Vittori. You might have seen Vittori in that Madison, racing it like a Zwift race. And the 2024 Michigan State Elimination Champion, Nick Lawton. Round of applause for our elite elimination. All right, and in our B group, our elimination podium, coming in third place, Julian Jankowski. Second place, Everett Jankowski. And the 2024 Semi-Pro B State Elimination State Champion, Jordan Khalil Corriga. All right, round of applause. All right, thanks for coming out, everybody. Remember, we're back next weekend, Friday and Saturday night. Fastest racing in the country happening right here in downtown Detroit. This is the Lexus Velodrome, Detroit Fitness Foundation. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next weekend.